Cool, man. So can you start, just by telling us your name and what you do?
My name is Chris Jackson. I'm a content creator and I make videos shedding light on businesses and kind of just giving you a little dosage of my life.
Talk to me, man. How did you get into what you do?
Man, so I got into what I do. It goes back to when I was actually video gaming. I was doing some content on Twitch, and I was used to be in behind the camera, and I knew that's something that I wanted to do, something I wanted to elevate. And then what ended up happening is I had back surgery. So back surgery took me out, and then I didn't want to be behind a computer screen anymore. I wanted to get out, explore the world, because I'm a people person. And in that time frame where I was kind of figuring out what I wanted to do, took a break from gaming, it was like somebody came up to me. Her name is Marlene. She was like, you know what, you should be like a foodie or an influencer. I'd follow you. So that's how it all started. Then from there, I just started recording everywhere I went.
So Marlene told you you should be a foodie. Now, talk to me before that. Was you already hitting restaurants, food, and things of that nature?
Yeah. So as far as like traveling and doing different things, when it came to food, I'm big on not trying to go to the same place. Like we all have our favorites, especially when it's convenient, or like when I was getting off of work at 10 p.m. Like, you don't have a lot of options, so you're just grabbing food to go. But whenever I had the chance, or if I was out of town, I'm trying to find new and different places. I'm trying to, explore, because I love all types of cuisines. I don't really have a food allergy, and I think every ethnicity brings a certain flavor that I really do appreciate, because I think my brain works as, if they love it, why can't I try it and see if I love it for myself? So I try everything once, but I like to just get out and explore and explore the culinary scene. And I like visiting chefs who are doing collaborations, maybe like barbecue on a pizza, or just Asian food and different type of bread dishes. It doesn't matter, but I like to explore it all.
Now, when it comes down to, you say you didn't like to be behind the desk, right?
Yeah.
Talk to me, man. Like, were you thinking about entrepreneurship then, or was you just thinking about a job that you could not be behind the desk?
No, so my jobs, I was never stuck behind a desk. I was able to move freely. It was just the fact of I love content creating and, the gaming, right? You got to be home in front of your PC every night. And so you're working a full-time job, then you're coming home and you're sitting down behind a PC. And, when I'm off the job, I want to explore. I want to be with friends. I want to go hang out. But, it's hard to grow something when you have other desires that are blocking that. So that's kind of what I was like, I like the streaming. I like the Twitch. I even tried to make it more of a lifestyle. But, I mean, it's, like I said, it's pretty difficult when you're pretty busy already, especially with a full-time job. So, yeah, I had to mix it up.
Yeah, so talk to me about this. It's hard to grow anything. You say you still have friends, you have a wife, things of that nature. How is it balancing that, the entrepreneurial life with the regular life?
Yeah, I think that's something that everybody struggles with, especially when you got family. I got three beautiful girls and a wife, and you want to be there. You don't want to miss the soccer games. You don't want to miss, but sometimes you do got to sacrifice. So it's all about finding the balance. You want to make some games. You want to show them that you're there to support them. You want to be a good father. You want to be a good husband. So you try to make time and listen to their wants and needs. But at the same time, I don't know if it's a man thing, but you gotta. There's a little bit more pressure to provide and do different things, so it's hard to provide and always be there. Finding that, early in my career, I was never there, right? I was in the car business. Last job I had a little bit more flexibility, and I'm learning that as far as the growth and to succeed, like you got to give up those evenings, or you got to give up. I've been finding myself lately where I'm like, staying up till 2 or 3 in the morning because I'm trying to make their games and I'm trying to be there for the dinners, and so it's all about balance, what's important to you. But I do think there's always going to be that sacrifice that you need to make.
So talking about this, man. So have you? 2 questions.
Yeah.
Have you hit your 10,000 hours yet? And if you have not in your craft, then what's the plan to get there?
Have I hit my 10,000 hours? That is a great measurement tool, and I'm going to say I haven't. I'm gonna say that I haven't. Maybe I have. Honestly, I feel like there's so much time that I've put into this. I think I just checked. I'm over 900 videos. So if you break it down, like there's a lot of thought process that goes into videos and posting and captions. And so maybe I have hit those 10,000 hours, but I just think I'm hungry enough to where like I want to really understand like algorithms and little things, little details that really matter when it comes to content creating. So I think that, yeah, I've hit my 10,000 hours, but I think I'm on my like step 2 of 10,000 hours where I got to hit those 10,000 hours to really find yourself and be in a space that you're comfortable and you can really move. And I think that comes from like the business side of being a content creator and mixing that into what my talent is as far as, you know, the sharing of the videos, the food reviews, the behind the camera, the traveling, the collabing that I've been doing with a lot of people across the city. I think I'm on that phase of 10,000 hours to really grow my brand and reach the goals and dreams that I have. So
it's almost like you have your 10,000 hours for the craft, and also you have 10,000 hours to be an expert.
Yeah.
10,000 hours to get into the niche, and then 10,000 hours to be great in it.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think I'm on that phase.
So let me ask you this: is any of your daughters following in the foodie steps yet, or you know?
No, I think they love what I do. They have their moments. Their little, you know, the little attitudes. Each one of them where they love being on camera, but then there's majority of the time they don't want to be on camera. But I do find them, especially my oldest, right? She's kind of like loving it and wants me to come to her school because a lot of her friends know me from TikTok and stuff like that. But she loves to go explore, right? She's getting more comfortable with being on camera. She helps me with some of my camera work behind the scenes, which she's more comfortable with. But I think the biggest thing that I've found lately is that she respects what I do. You know, it's like, you know, it's a little unknown and that, but then she saw me get an award and every time we go somewhere, somebody says my name. And so I think she's, instead of being so embarrassed about it, she's a little bit more proud and understands because she sees a lot of the work that goes into it. And so I try to include her on that. And so I think they love the whole foodie thing and they're always saying the amen, let's dig in and having fun with it. Or doing their own, especially my middle child, she likes to get creative with her own reviews off camera of how good something really is. Yeah, so it's pretty fun.
So last couple questions, bro. So you know, you keep talking about the work side of it. So talk to me about the balance between being a content creator and a business.
Yeah, so being a content creator, right, that's just you making the content. You're just living, like I said, for me, it's a passion where I'm going out to eat, but I know that I'm shedding light on this business. At the same time, you're creating entertainment for the people. And when it's a passion, it's just, you know, it's nice because you're making the content. I'm enjoying the editing. I remember in the beginning, actually, I kind of want to get back to where I was trying to make little funny clips and just those little things to kind of draw you in. So the content side, I feel like, is like just your natural passion. I mean, I don't know too many people that their passion is just business, except for the money side of it, right? You want to grow that, like you want to be this big business, but you got to get into that for the income so that you can live out the content side, right? So for me, that's my path as far as I love making the content, but now I need to find a way to monetize it. Right? So that comes from the different types of markets that you're in. Like Wichita's coming around. It's like knowing who to talk to, who has the budget for marketing. And so for me, the biggest thing has been like, okay, yeah, I love the content. I want to just put it in your face. I want to do multiple things where I'm trying this, I'm trying that. I talked to you about like I want to get I would love to have a crew just follow me around and I don't have to worry about editing. They get all the angles, they get the different shots, and I can kind of just consult with them as far as my vision, and then they can shoot it. That's right. So I love the content and just putting all of that together. But I think you got to figure out the other side of it, right? That's where having a team is important. So I'm in the process of building that team because, I mean, I've had multiple talks and multiple people who have reached out and went to lunch with someone the other day and it was just talking about like, hey, like, are you doing this? Who's doing this? Who's doing this? And I'm like, man, that's all me. You know, I'm looking at the taxes. I'm looking at this. The list goes on. He's like, oh yeah, no, I got some people that can help you with that. So.
I wouldn't have told you that. They didn't take that.
Yeah. So.
See, I didn't know that. See?
Yeah, right. So like for me, like, you know, cause like I feel like if you learn that along the way, great. Or like if growing up, if you already knew that, like for me, like I know it, but it's just like the question, like I have so many questions about it. Like, am I supposed to do this, or how is this am I doing it the right way? So that's where it's just building a team. I think that's where the business side comes from. You got to build that strong team to help you in those areas, right, where you lack, and their expertise, they're experts at it. So you use their expertise to fill in the blanks as far as the business side of it. So I think for me, my passion is content, but then the business side is, you know, I'm building that team to where it'll help me in the long run to be able to grow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, man, last question. What can we expect from Jack Stacks 2025?
Man, Jack Stacks 2025, I'm going to just give y'all a sneak peek into my vision. So Jack Stacks 2025 is, yeah, you know me for the food reviews. So I want to do that on a bigger scale. Right, I know I've been spending a lot of time in Wichita, but I'm gearing up for a little bit of travel here and there and really honing in on the different cities that I do visit, whether it's for fun or pleasure, but I want to capture that on the camera for you guys. So you got a little bit of that, and then you got Jack Stacks in different lights. So you're gonna see me doing different things. Like I've been doing different podcasts and being on people's shows and collaborating with different events. But 2025, I want to do some bigger events. I want to do some big things for charity. I want to bring you guys a whole production, right? And I'm even casted in a role to do a play. So do a little bit of acting. So I'm excited for that. But 2025, I got bigger goals on top of what I'm doing. I just want to keep elevating and keep giving you guys different perspectives of Jack Stacks.
Let's go.
This is Jack Stacks, and this is your brand, your story.